Alright folks, we got heavy rains, they stopped. I got something sticking out here, you can see it right here. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is awesome. Oh my. Oh man, folks, it's a big drill. And that's the cortex of the river cobble right there. Look at it. This, oh, I mean, it's just polished, smooth. That might be lanceolate. Oh, folks, that's a gem. That is a gem. Look at these gullies. Well, I mean, it rained 2.5 inches right in this area within, I don't know, 45 minutes. All right, son, look at this, folks. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to go up here and go around, but check that out. Oh my. Oh my. Washed my parents' truck today and washed my car. Did some work for them and, you know, get a little break in the rain. The skies opened up for me and somebody let me come out and find it. Heck yes. Later, folks. I thought that was a point right there, but that's a rock. But can you believe this? Look at that. I mean, it's, that might be something paleo. I mean, it's ground down here so much on this little nub base. Oh, that's a nice point. I don't know if that's a drill or a projectile. But look at these gullies. I might find several points. Thought it was gonna rain all day. Man. Well, I'll get back if I see anything else. That was the first beach I pulled up on. Look at this. Hopefully I can get a couple more artifacts surface hunting, because these are surface hunting sites. Well, anyway, folks, I'll get back if I see anything else. You can see how sandy the soil is here. Later. Point 2. It is. Look at this, folks. Number 2 within 10 minutes. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is the nicest Mississippian point I have found in. Oh, look at this. Son of a gun. Look at this. 10 minutes. Oh, folks. Man. I tell you what. Favor of the gods isn't even a word for it. I don't even know what's going on. What's this? Flake. Oh, folks, these sites are just, some of these new sites I found are just, some of these runs I've been on, like, I'm serious, these are both high. This is as good as you could ask for. It's even serrated. And this long thing, oh, and this site has stuff that's old, clear up into Mississippi, and I mean old, like lances, and oh my goodness, folks. I'll get back. I'm sure I'll be back. I got like 3 sites to surface hunt, and you can see it's sunny now. Oh my, later. See, there ain't much on these sandy places, but you can see coming down through here. Look, here's a little flake right here. Little flake of river cobble. Looks like Onondaga, kind of some of this river cobble around here, and that might be related. I'm real close to Pennsylvania now. I'm looking clear up in the northern panhandle of West Virginia, and I go clear to 3 River Stadium pretty much. I don't give up these other rivers because I don't know the laws on them. But anybody tells you that sifting's illegal, you can do it anywhere on the water or on the river. And basically, I call the Charleston DNR office, Charleston, West Virginia, and the Wheeling one every year, and talk to the guys. And they have no problem with it. You can metal detect, look for arrowheads, all this, and there's no laws or issues with it. And anybody that tells you that there is, where I'm looking, in between that stretch, the West Virginia-Ohio border, is a liar. They're too lazy to sift is basically what it is. The person that complains about sifting is too lazy to do it. Every instance, they're lazy. It's the hardest work you'll ever do. Your back will start hurting after an hour. But You have to deal with that kind of stuff. There's going to be somebody give you grief in every aspect of your life. There's always one idiot that tries to ruin it for everybody. So listen to what I have to say. You see how many points I'm finding. I find them every trip. And these are 2 quality ones this time. You can see how much better they are when they come out of the sand. It's much more high quality. They're not rolling around against other rocks in the wash. I don't see nothing else here. You can see the fire rock. It's Indian. It's cracked all up. More of it here. See it in there? It's all red and fired. And see how this piece is all cracked? Yeah. I'm on it again today, folks. And I like finding them surface hunting, believe me. It's a lot easier. But, see right here, look. Another flake of that same stuff. Look just real good and get in the next spot. I found points right in here on video. Dandies. Let's go up here. I see all the fire rock. But man, that triangle and that drill are ridiculously nice. These are a couple of the nicest finds here for a while. I'll show you real close up pictures and stuff. That's all I see on this one. Well, there's another flake. Yeah, that's a leaf. But a few flakes on this beach. Look at the next one. Later, folks. See these rain gullies? They really took a lot off, and there's a lot of surface area in here that's been moved around. I might find a couple more points today. I got 2 smokers already. Look at these pits coming out like I talked about. You can just see how that's been fired and it's just blown apart. Man, every place I go, I've been having good luck. I don't know what's going on. I didn't sift it today. And those 2 points would be worth all day sifting. All day. When I get back, I'm still going to West Virginia. I want to go across the river and hit that. See, there ain't much here. Here's a flake. It's a river cobble, but see, there's the cortex. And they broke that one open. And there'll just be an arrowhead laying in the sand. Just flat out on it after rain like this. Maybe when one of these washouts, it'll push them down and they'll just be laying. Like there could be one laying right here. Along the river, there was a lot of these lost. A lot of tools lost. See, here's more fire rock coming down out. Could be something laying here anywhere after a rain. And something nice. As you saw earlier, man, that Fort Ancient Point's probably the nicest point. That's one of the nicest ones I've found. Wait till you see close-ups of the serrations. It's a masterpiece. And it's as thin as a quarter. Well, anyway, I'll get back at you. Make a finish. Get something right here. It's a preform. 3rd artifact in. See? Nice preform. See how they're working them river cobbles down. One's this size they were making points out of. It's a good example of that. Look here, another flake of Flint Ridge. Might find something else. I'll get back if I see anything else. Now look here. That's a leaf. Getting full with it today. Well, anyway, later, folks. Look at these fire pits and stuff in the water. Man, looks good. This rain did some good, folks. Well, anyway, later. Man, this point's a smoker for what it is. How would you like to see that coming at you off a bow and arrow with that tip and them serrations? Those people, if they wanted to, as soon as you got out of a boat, you'd have been deader than a doornail. 3 or 4 dudes with these on bows, you'd have just did, and as skilled as they were with them, they could shoot you right in the face with them if they wanted to, or right in the heart, or whatever they wanted to do. These were some tough dudes, I can tell you that, living in these times. Man. I found a whole pocket full of flint, and this is going pretty good. I didn't expect this. I still got half this site to look. The second half of it's horrible. I come to the first part first. I've only found maybe 4 points here in 2 years, but I have a chance. There's KANAWHA stuff there. I will try to get another point. I'm going to look in West Virginia too, one small site. and then I'm gonna go home. And heck, I got a video again today and did not expect it. Thought it was gonna rain all day. That 2.5 inches of rain, you can see all this stuff's just wiped clean. All the leaves are off of it and everything. Later. See this gravel line in the water? It's all stuff that's washed down as the water receded right in here. It's artifact-rich pay dirt, just like I've talked about before. And conditions are everything on the river. This is a dammed river and the water's much higher. Let's say in Indian times there was a hill here by the river, a couple hills. This is the river channel here. In the hills. When they put the dams in across the river, it raised the water. Well, these hills, I put that too high. Maybe this hill they were living on along the river. And let's say the water level was here. They put this dam in, it raised the water up in, and it's cutting right where they lived. So all this stuff's falling right down. It's the high point above the river. The water's way higher than what it was then. A lot of the places where they were on the shore are under 20 foot of water. See, there's a flake right there. Look at that while I'm doing that. So that's what we're looking at. Like these guys you see digging on ridges above creeks on here. I think some of them's Pine Belt relics, like Scott Hudson artifact hunter. You need to check out these. See, there's another flake. Check out these guys' channel. They're all finding legitimate stuff. And they all seem like pretty good dudes. And me and my dad's been watching their channel. They find a bunch of points. And it's different stuff. They're down south someplace. But I check these guys out. I watch them and I recommend them. It gives you a good insight about digging in the woods. One of these guys just found a lost lake and they're finding unique double notch points. I can't remember what they're called because I don't find them here, but they're cool. And also heartbreaker relics. I watch these guys too. It's a little bit different hunting techniques, but they work too, and it's good if you're up in the woods. But I'd check that out. The conditions are everything. This is like, with that gravel in the water, that's hours of sifting. That's like looking at a sifter, like hours of it, just walking and looking at it. And it usually isn't like this. It just isn't. This place, there hadn't been gravel showing for months. Didn't find nothing here but flakes, but I could have very well just found a smoker laying here, anywhere. But I've sifted in here a lot. I found a cache of points made out of Crooksville here, serrated points, with blocks of Crooksville flint that they were spalled right off of, and flakes. Some of the blocks that I found in here, you can lay the points right on the block, and it's the big core that they were chipping it off of. It's unreal. You can get back and watch that stuff on my videos. But I'm gonna get down a little bit farther and hit West Virginia, get in and work on the video, boys and girls. This was a pretty good day. There's 2 points, even if I don't find nothing else. These are both like week makers. That triangle's probably a month maker. It looked like a flake. That was another stinking leaf. But I'll get back at you. Don't want to bore you here. All right, I found paleo points on this beach, and I think with this real ground button base like this, I think this is a Lerma. I think it's a Lerma paleo, late paleo point. And this is definitely Mississippian time period. You know, I'd say this is about 1,000 to 1,200 years old on this site. That's, you know, ballpark. This one's close to 10,000 or more, I would guess. I'll have to look up information on them. But Lerma, you can look it up online, that base. And it's polished as smooth as any point that you have in your collection. I can get it feels like it's been hit on a buffer wheel or something. That's pretty nice. I'm happy to get that. But this is about as good as it gets on this. This is top fit. I've been looking for over 30 years. And my dad's only found one nicer one than this. And you know, that's about the nicest one I have is this nice. So this is a heck of a day, folks. Later. And glad I took a second pass through here. Just like I said, it's floated it right off here. Right here's an Adena made of Flint Ridge. It's all sharpened down, but man, look at that. Laying just flat out. No way. Third point in 20 minutes. And this is going to be, oh, look at that. It's not the greatest point because it's all sharpened down, but it's kind of cool with that big base. No way. No way. Oh, man. This is getting ridiculous today. I still got another site to look. You can see what a a torrential downpour does. Look at this beach. It looks like somebody come in here and mopped it and swept it, and it's just down to the sand, and everything that was in that sand for 3 or 4 inches is just laying flat out. See all the little rocks? None of this stuff was exposed. None of it. No way. Third point, all different time periods. Look at this, from Paleo to Woodland to Mississippian, all within 400 yards of looking, if even that, 300 probably. Oh, folks, I might have a pocket full of them today. Might just have a pocket full. Man, that's an odd, this Adina is an odd find for this site. I haven't found one here for years. Look at all that rock. Look at it. This is all Indian fire pits. All right, here's a real good example of the base clay. The base clay's sticky. It's like sticky stuff. Look at all this rock adhered to it. And it's just right on the surface, maybe like I've talked about before. This is what I'm getting down to, and that's why I'm finding points. You see how it's pushed this sand down. I look, most of the places it's sand, but we got so much rain. Look, it cleaned this base clay off. This isn't a real good site in terms of, finding stuff every trip, but it's decent. So I'll get back later. Right there's a nutting stone, but it's broke. See the hole right there? It's blown apart. It's probably been fired after it was used. It's a crappy one. I just wanted to show you that real quick later. Well, I got another cool find. See if you see it here. That's why I told you. See this base clay? There's a flat button laying right here. See if it has anything on it. Can't tell, but it's got writing on the back. Let me wipe this off. That's, you know, if you, I don't really care about this kind of stuff. Somebody would be all excited. Look, the shank's still on that. They found that metal detecting, but this kind of stuff, unless you're finding gold coins in quantity. See, there's writing on that. Maybe I'll probably clean it up and show it in this video. And that's an oldie. But see, there's colonial stuff all over these river sites. And if you're into metal detecting, I just can't get into it. Like, you know, the Arrowheads, they're just way better than this stuff. It don't even, this stuff does not compare to the stuff in my right hand. It's not even the same ballpark. Neither are the bottles. Maybe the Bearsville Crocs, but if I can stay on them. But, you know, I might not even find a piece of one of them the rest of my life. So, man, the finds are coming today, though. You can see what a good heavy rain will do. A hard rain like this will wash. If it rained like this where you're at on the high, you need to get your butt off the comments and not watch videos and get out on the river and stay till dark. You'll find stuff. Later. I'll do a quick wrap up on these. I mean, there's another storm coming in now. There's small storms all over the Ohio Valley. So I'm basically, I had like an hour and a half, 2 hour window there where I just raced to the river, put my kayak in, and walk the places that I thought there'd be stuff. We'll start with this Adina. It would have been a lot bigger. It's been completely exhausted, and I'm way far away from Flint Ridge, and you can see how highly prized this material was. This guy used this point to where it was just nothing, but it's translucent and it's all there, and it's a good find for me because I don't find much Adina stuff. Well, look at this piece. This piece is a work of art. It's as thin as a quarter. You can see most of these points are extremely well made. It's Mississippian, it's got basal thinning, and it's nicely serrated. It's just awesome. This point's the best find. You can really see it here. Look at that medial ridge running down the point, and it's like it's almost beveled. And this, from here down, you can even see the polish. Even the point's polished. It's polished even on the point. And it's not up here, it's the whole hafting area is just polished smooth. I mean, more so than any point you've ever seen, and I'd call this a Lerma. You can really see the bevel on it right there. Right here, the bevel. And you can see where it was hafted, right to about there. And I found this directly across the river where I found my Clovis Point. Look at that little spider on it. Get off here, buddy. But man, I can't believe that. That's awesome. Well, all these points are nice. It's gonna rain again. I'm done for looking for today. I'm looking up the river now. It's just, there's a storm right there. I can feel it in the air and hear thunder and stuff every once in a while. But man, folks, I'm on a roll. I'll get back, I think tomorrow. I was gonna go to the dump today and it poured this morning, so I couldn't go. The ground's all wet and that clay will be just heavy. It'll just be a muddy mess. It'll be a couple days before I can go up there. But if it's clear tomorrow, I'm going to one of them newer sites and doing some sifting, and I'll find more stuff tomorrow. Later.